Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back at FortressCraft Evolved. Last episode, we finished up our first factory producing the plasma imbued missiles. We haven't tested them out yet. I do have a couple in my inventory if we get a chance. And we see heavies coming by, we can slap them into my temporary little missile launcher here and hopefully catch them in action. But in the meantime, I didn't see any big enemies coming. We got to figure out where we're going to put these things. I'm thinking maybe coming out, at least the first ones. How do we want to do this? I think eventually we need to follow the same pattern, right? So maybe between these two hoppers makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, of course. We'd cheat towards the inside. So maybe that would end up being one. What can I put there to indicate? Oh, how about some of this? That'll mark it. Hopefully that won't spawn a worm. I don't think it will. The first ones I was thinking of putting straight out here, kind of off the center of our hub. In fact, we could have a bunch on the interior. But let's try to follow a pattern here initially. So we're going to go one off of the first hopper. So blank space and then missile launcher. So we'll follow that same pattern here. Here's our hopper that's collecting stuff. Blank space. And then this will be our... that'll be our missile launcher. How do we want to do it? This thing's going to need power and it needs a supply of missiles. What do we want to have on the surface? Like, we definitely don't want this kind of footprint. That's too big. Let's see. We do the power underneath. I still have to have a hopper on the surface to provide the actual missiles. That kind of makes sense, right? So this would be our power. Then we'd have the missile launcher. Do I have more than one? No, I don't. Let's just take this one, I guess. Boom. And I can take this stuff up. This should be empty. So where do we want to put the hopper? It's going to have to go... this is going to have to come out, so I'll use that as a marker. This is going to be our missiles. Coming up from below, and then... where's our launcher? I mean, I could put this thing up high on some kind of pillar or something. Maybe some other time. Let's just get it working. Do I have... okay, I got armor piercing warhead fitter. Let's drop this guy down. Boom. These are going to be the missiles. Power underneath. I think I'm going to take a shortcut here and just plop down. Okay. We need a hopper here. This is our fuel. I think. Yeah, fuel here. Okay, and we got to get fuel from anywhere. This will work. Is there a clean way to do this? Not really. Let's bring fuel from over here. Boom. 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 Okay. And then under here needs to be a hopper where we're going to send missiles. Now, how in the heck are we going to get that to work? Because we don't want to belt right next to this hopper if we can help it. That has to be a hopper. We know that. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Can't really do that, can we? How can we do this? We can do it if I put a hopper down. Okay, we may change this. I'm just kind of doing it, you know, designing it as we go. As long as that belt's not next to this hopper, we're okay. Oh, what is going on? We don't need a hopper. There's our hopper. We need to have a belt that feeds that. And it can be a belt that's just like that. And then a belt. Oh, man. Let's temporarily put a block here just so I can have a belt. A belt like that. And now I can somehow get missiles routed to this location somehow. How can we do it? How can we do it? This is temporary. So I'm thinking something like this, right? That protects us from touching any of the other hoppers. Let's take this up just so we can confirm those belts aren't in conflict. That's feeding that. And then that one just inset is going to feed this one, and that one's going to go straight up, and it's not going to interact with this one. I think we're good. Now we just need to get missiles into this belt and think of a design that's going to work for when we scale this to, you know, multiple rocket launchers. We're going to have multiple going this way, right? These are our defenses as we head in this direction. But we've got 4 directions to cover, so how would we want to do that? Do we want to keep it like at this vertical level? So for example, maybe this gets, I guess we'll go regular hoppers for now. Right, so this would be, let's put a sign on this just as we're working our way through it. How about just missile supply? And then I'm thinking we can belt. I just grab a block. Let's grab a reinforced block from somewhere. Boom. Still thinking how we're going to supply missiles into this hopper in a way that is scalable as we play on. The hub is right somewhere around here, I think. Oh man, it's kind of hard to look at. It's kind of confusing. That's our line of defenses. Yeah, so I think our hub is right there. I think is the center of our hub. Should probably label that too. Let's do it. Not positive this is true, but I think it is. Hub center. Okay. And where are the missiles going to be coming up from? I'm not even sure. That could have some impact on our design. We do want these in 4 quadrants. If that's our hub center, then we can kind of guess where the next one's going to be, right? I think. Oh man, it's a little hard to do this. It's a little hard to do it. All right, it would be 1, 2, 3. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. Was it here? Bear with me. I know this is probably not the most fun to watch. I'm trying to line this one up with the mirror image of what's going on over here. We got the middle of the logistics hoppers is this one. We got 1, 2 belts, and then a turn, and then a hopper. So if we do mirror image, here's our 1, 2 belts and our turn. That's going to be fuel, I think, for... Yeah, that's fuel for our little motor. So we could put the motor up there. That's going to be power for the missile launcher. Boom. Then let me fill that hole for a second. Whoops. Okay. So let's label this. Let's label this 2 just as we're doing this. This is the actual launcher. And the reason why I want to lay out at least 2 of these is so I can think about how we can share a supply of missiles, right? We're going to have missiles coming up from the factory. I don't think we're going to put those into like bulk storage at all. I think those are all going to come straight up and get used. So there's going to be a belt of imbued missiles coming up. We're going to have to split it across initially at least 4 launchers, and then eventually probably a lot more. So that's what I'm trying to get 2 of these placed so we can kind of picture what's going to happen, how that's going to work. So, okay, so further out... Okay, yeah, 1 further out from this. This is a belt that in theory is going up to storage to be the missile supply. Right there. And then right before it, oh, that one's going to be hard to place. That one's going to be impossible to place. We need a belt heading into this one. Can I do it somehow? I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to maybe hop up here or something. Let's try it. That's gonna be our missile launcher, but I'm gonna just cover this up for a second. You'll see why in a second. Boom, just because I need to place a belt here. And this one needs to go into that belt. And then we had our little tower or whatever coming down. This little thing. So, how would we do that? Okay, right next to this guy. Let's temporarily put a block. And we are going 2 belts and then a hopper. So there's 2 belts, and then we put a hopper here. And this is, what do we label that? Missile storage or something? Missile supply. Boom, boom. Missile supply. And then we said there'd be some kind of belt pushing into this. In fact... Let's go see where the missiles are going to come up from. So it's going to be this time, you know, we could, if we wanted to export the missiles straight up from the factory rather than going down to the 3rd floor and doing the routing like we normally do. We could have these factories just export straight on up. I'll show you what I mean in a minute here. There's our missile factory straight ahead. Imbued missiles, I might add, so they're pretty powerful. We haven't put the stingers on yet. That's a problem for later. I'm thinking if we come out, instead of exiting out the bottom here with a grommet, what if we were to come out like here with a grommet? I don't know if I lost that or I got it back or not. What if we were to do that? Let's do it. Let's get belts going up there. Oh. Because I don't think we're going to have a super big supply of these things. We're just going to wiggle this over a bit. Okay. Here they go up. Let's get out of here. What are we doing on supplies? Everybody being supplied? It looks like it. Is our coal caught up? I can't tell. Doesn't look like it. Oh man, look at that. We're still bringing in infused coal slowly. That looks like a problem to add to the list. Patch a couple of these holes when I see them, and then let's climb up the side of this thing. Something in my way already. Thought I had a clear path. I guess I don't. Oh, what's up there? Coal probably or something. Yeah, just let me up top, guys. I just want to get up top. And poke through. Going kind of slow. I don't want to run into anything. Oh, man. Okay, we're at 13. Let's do this. Gonna have to do some digging, it looks like. Our belt's gonna come up this way. So for now, let's just use this as our little pillar. Where are we at? We're at level 10 now, so this all needs to be hollowed out. This is our next floor anyway. See if I can get to civilization here. Okay, we've got ore in our way. We're at level 10, right? So 10 levels up is the surface. That's where we're going to need to route. But I'm just trying to get to our tunneled out area. I'm heading towards the base. Okay, our CPH is about ready to get knocked. So we're going to get... It's going to... Oh, we're still pretty high up. It won't get dark. But yeah, our CPH, you can see in the top left there, it's getting hammered. Should be able to reach some clearing here. Are we getting there? Yeah, finally. Jeez. All right, let's get this area cleared out. I'm going to use excavators. I've got some on me, a few. So let's just do that. Did we lose it? Oh, we're still hanging on to the CPH. right, that will get this going at least a little bit. So we'll start burrowing out where we need to be. Where is our hub? It's way far away, isn't it? So we're going to be belting. We're going to be belting down this way for sure. Let's see if we can at least find out where that grommet is. Whoops, so we're this way. It's right here, right? So we need to go up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight, 9. That's our ceiling. Let's put some lights on here so we can see what we're doing. Oops, went too high, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is that like that? Let's bring our...
You have been defeated.
Okay, yeah, we finally got it here. Got destroyed, that is. This is our belt of imbued missiles coming up. And we're trying to get this routed up to the surface, but just underneath the surface. Not sure how far we're going to want to go up. I think we're going to want to keep it a little bit lower, so we're not having to snake belts around like crazy. I will do some hand mining here. Let's fill this in so I don't fall. And I'm a little curious what's going on over here. I'm just going to burrow this out. We should meet up with the auto excavator, but I just want to clear enough so we can run our belt through. And we know we're heading in this direction pretty much, I think. Be a little careful. There's our auto excavator kind of clearing some stuff out as well. All right, are we getting through? We're getting through. Ah, there's the real ceiling. Is that the real ceiling? I'm not even sure. The first level might be a little different than the others as far as how high the ceiling is. Yeah, that's our ceiling.
Base destroyed.
Base destroyed. Let's see if we can find our little guys over here. Okay, there's one here, and of course it's right in the way of the stairs. Is it right in the way of the stairs? Can I get by? I can just get by, but I've already got a belt that's high, that's kind of down a level. What I want to do, let's see. Let's make this reinforced. Boom, boom. And then let's belt here. Is that low enough for me to kind of stay at that level? You know what I'm saying? That is. So that is our missile level. So let's bring this back a bit. And then we know we are, what, back in that direction? And when do we want to cut over? How about we take this all the way back? Again, we're routing the imbued missiles. That's what this whole process is. And we're bringing them straight from the factory. We're not going down to the third floor. We're not storing things. We're not doing this on the logistics level. We're doing it right on this level. And let's keep bringing this back. Can patch a couple holes here while I see them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to go straight out the other direction, actually? Should I burrow it out this way? Oof, maybe not. It looks problematic. Maybe to here. All right, I'm just going to mark this with some goofy blocks. We can get this out of the way. I'm not mining this slowly much anymore. I used to throw batteries on here and miners and storage hoppers. Now I just get it out of my way. Usually, where's our little block? Oh, it's got chewed up by the excavator. That's just my marker on how far out I want to come. Okay. Something like to here, I guess. Tell ya, can't win. I do have excavators all over the place. That looks about right. Get rid of those. Sure don't fall down a hole here I'm not seeing. Hopefully you can see where I'm going with this now. Just not sure if these where these heights line up. What is it? Let's test it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it like 5, 6 blocks up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is this the one that's got to come across? I think it is. We'll tear it up if it's not. Just trying to figure out what the height is. That might be too high. It looks okay. Okay, you can see where I'm going with this now, right? Now it should be very clear what's going on. Just filling up holes while I see them. Let's not fall down the mining shaft here. All right, there go the imbued missiles and our salvation from getting defeated so very often by the Horde. We just need to distribute these across at least 4 to start. 4 missile launchers. And somewhere we're going to need to, you know, we're going to have to use a turntable, unfortunately, because I don't think I'm ever going to get these saturated. So these guys are going to come through and, oh, man. How are we going to do this? Let's Let's take up... How do we want to do this? I don't want to go straight through, so I think right here gets a turntable or something, right? Turntable right next to the hopper is not a good idea. Oh, I covered up my sign too. That's fine. So we're going to want a turntable right here. I believe. And then we're going to want to... Bear with me. Kind of make our way around. Hold on, we'll get there. All right, just a visual glitch there. All right. So now we're taking turns. I think I just got to get a belt here so this guy gets a share. Right? So those should be splitting up fairly equal. Again, the turntable's slow. That's 1/2, right? And then we need to set up missile launchers on the other side. Kind of mirror image of this on the other side of the hub. There is the hub. How do we want to do this? Do we want to try and do it from below, or do we want to go up top and do it? Let's take a stab at this. We want to mirror image what we've got here. So it's going to be coming out from this second one. 1, 2, 3, I think. And then the hopper is actually going to be... Oh, no. Let's see. I don't know if I've got that right. Oh, why is it different here? Oh, I've got less... I've got a smaller array here of defenses. So really this needs to come back one. For some reason, this one's not really symmetric. I've only got 5 weapons here, whereas on this one I've got 7. I just never got around to putting the other ones down. So that means here would be the middle. The second one, I can't really point and tell you what I'm doing. I'm counting these off. It's here where we need the belt. You. And this time it's going to go to the... Yeah, to the outer edge. And that is fuel for an engine, or a power thermic generator. That's power for the missile launcher. Boom, right there. And we need our hopper boom. That'll eventually fill up. Not too worried about that. This has got its own kind of supply of infused coal up here for the defenses. So that power, or that infused coal line, I'm not too worried about. All right, where do we put the other thing? It's a little bit complicated. The missiles. Okay, it's going to be to the left. We need a belt going up. Kind of right here. Oh, what's over there? Oh, that's the motor. Yeah, it's fine. Belt going up. And then we said we need a belt. Bear with me. Oh man, I turned or something. Okay, there's our belt going up, and then we have a belt next to it here, basically, that feeds it. And this is the one where I had to hop up to make it work. You remember, it's a bit of a pain, but I had to kind of hop up through here somehow. All right, not quite. I need blocks here and here. Turn my light off. Belt right here. Feeding into that. And then I need belts. How do we do? Guess it's easier if I just kind of back up. Belts going into that belt. So to do that, we can put a couple of these down. Fill this hole. Belts going up this way. Boom, boom. And then a hopper. Whoops. Boom. Hopper to hold the missiles. And that is it. Let's label this missile supply. Now this one we don't want fed necessarily off of the last one. Let's see. We want to find a new way to route this. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, we used up all our missiles. Okay, fine. Does this guy have anything in it? I have to look over here. No, it doesn't. Did this not get missiles? Did something get horked up? Why does this not have missiles? Unless they are actually in the launcher. That might be the one that's actually got the launcher. Anyway, what I was going to say is we need to, in order to feed this guy over here, we're going to split this belt. We're going to split it somewhere around here, so we can get an even distribution between the two sides. It's probably something like... here. I'm going to actually need that. Let's do this. Boink. Like that. And then half of them will end up coming out this way. Where is our dude? Right here. Boom. Where's the other one go? That's the far one. And the close one, I guess we'll do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Before we do that, let's do the close one. It's going to be... oh, man. This is our guy, right? Oh, man. Hopefully our bug collector is not going to be in the way. 1, 2, I think. 3, is that right? Whoops. That looks right. Then we got the hopper and the pyothermic generator. Pyothermic generator in here. Might be making a mistake. But I think this is right. If I make a mistake, I'll fix it maybe between episodes. We don't have to deal with that. That's power for the launcher. And then we had something here, right? Oh man, this looks a little more tight than the other one, doesn't it? What am I missing? Whoops, wrong way. Yeah, it is. I got something wrong already. It's... I see. That's that. And then... kind of this way we go. Not like that. We belt up here. And this is going to be the supply. Of missiles. I think I keep going. Oh, jeez. Let's see. That's going in. Then we have the supply. let's let me take this up for a second just so I can see what I'm doing. One goes up, and then the one next to it, this is the one we gotta hop up. Okay. Get this out of my way. Okay, now we can place a block here. Boom. And then the belt heading into that. That. And then a couple belts going up. So now we can put this here. And then the hopper that has our missiles. Kaboom, I think, something like that. This doesn't necessarily need to be there, so we'll take it off so we can see what's going on. There's going to be a hopper on top of this. This block, right behind this block will be a hopper that's holding the missiles. Behind this block is our pyrothermic generator. And behind the pyrothermic generator is the actual missile launcher. And then this is our supply of missiles coming in. And we want to join up with our missile supply over here. So there's going to be a belt going this way, we know. There's one right there. They're slow. We're going to have to ramp up production on everything, but we'll see. See what we can do. And then somebody, one of these, is it this guy, is going to need to turn. Boom. And join up over here. But we want to branch. And we're going to do it here because we need to provide some to the other one that's further down. So there's going to be a splitter there. Turntable, I should say. And let's just see how we did the other one. It should be right here, right? So we went to the outside to redirect, so let's do that. We're kind of redirecting this way. So that gets a belt. I think just like that. And then we kind of do it... something like this. Bear with me. Am I too high up? Oh man, sorry for the camera work. It's driving me crazy as much as it is you. That turntable needs to be just two blocks underneath it. I think I got 3. Yeah, I do. So this has got to come off. And these got to go 1 down each. Turntable here back on. That one comes down. Belt here. This is our bypass belt. It's going to actually be this way. These can join up. That's our bypass, like I said. I think, did we do? Yeah, we did this. Put another little pillar here. And then this is our belt going to feed the other one. And I think that one can come straight across, right? Like this. Boom. So that feeds that hopper. That's our other missile launcher that we haven't placed yet. And now we need a belt here to make sure this one gets fed. And then we need to belt into that splitter, or turntable, I should say. We need to connect up with these guys. So you come back this way. Oh, look at that. Mission accomplished. I think that's it. I really do. That'll take a second to click in. So you can kind of see what's going on. We're splitting the main supply between the two sides, and then each side is splitting between the two missile turrets on its track. And then if we do another 4, I guess we'll split further back or something. We'll just have to see how this is going to work. But that gets us what we want. Let's go up and see if these things are doing anything. Do we have any enemies coming? Okay, we've got our missile launcher is armed. Is there anybody on the way? There is an attack on the way. Where is it coming from? There's Spiderbot floating in the sky. You can kind of see his silhouette there. So don't ask me what that's all about. Where are the mobs coming from? I don't see them yet. While we're waiting for them, let's get 3 more launchers. If I can make these. I'm not sure. Let's clear the search. Missile turret. Okay, yeah, I can make these. These are cheap. 1, 2, 3. All right, and let's get these placed down. We know they're going to be kind of symmetric. So that's you. Now you need to bring your supply up. And that's right here. So we just pop a hopper down. Pop a hopper. Sounds kind of funny. Here we go. That one is supplied. Here. That's the hopper goes there. And missile launcher. It's there. That one's supplied. And the same routine over here somewhere. There's our launcher. There's our hopper. Check it out. We have our initial our initial missile defense. We got to scale everything up. I'm sure of it. We got to scale up resin production so we get enough fuel. We got to scale up. Or probably the empty missile housings are probably, that's probably fine. Did anybody launch? Oh man, I would love to end this episode with some kind of missile launch. It says we're under attack. I do not see the enemy yet. There they are. Oh, looks like we got weaklings. I see wasps. I do not see heavies, so we may have to wait till next episode. Just chip away at this while we walk out here. I need to expand our defenses. Our bug collection, bug part collection. You can tell we're wasting a bunch of bug parts here. Bam, headbutt that guy. Yeah, no heavies. So those missiles aren't going to fire, which is fine. I guess that'll give us a little more supply. Eventually, I'll just kick out this platform further and further. And I want to push our defenses out. We'll see how far we get them. Realistically, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it all the way out to the overmines or not. I'd like to. But routing the bug collection and routing the fuel and all that gets harder and harder as we get further and further out. Yeah, we just got a bunch of bugs coming. That's not going to be too exciting because we're not going to get to use the missiles. But while these guys are coming and we're not firing missiles, we're at least producing a few more. Anxious to see how that initial level of production, which is pretty weak, how that holds up. Look at this. These guys are like all in the mill or something. They're not getting sucked in. I was thinking of putting a Falcor beacon here just to catch those ones that kind of fall in between the vacuum hoppers. More bugs. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see anything too cool yet. Yeah, we'll have to wait. I guess we will wrap this episode here. Next episode, we had a couple things we could do. We could look at scaling things up. Now that we've got missile production, we could look at maybe ramping up the resin farm that we've got going there in the distance. Or we could work on setting up a quarry. I really want to set up a quarry. Like I said, between episodes, I think I mentioned in the last episode that I dug out another shaft to bring ore up over at level 390. But I have to manually clear out, or I've been manually clearing out all the ore that gets in the way of these shafts, and it takes forever. With the quarry, it'll take everything out, and it just keeps digging down. The issue is it brings up all the ore that it finds, and it brings up all the rocks. So we've got to set up a fairly sophisticated filtering system to process all the materials that the quarry brings up, right? So you can route the rocks over to construction paste, perhaps, or you could just, I guess, macerate those and get ore out of them, and then route that ore down. But that's something we could look at. Let's go back to the surface and just see what that costs. We also know we need a mine crystal that's not automated yet, and we need to probably automate the reinforced blocks, like the machine blocks and all that. I don't have that automated at all. All right, let's look and see if we can see where the quarry is. Can I even make this? I've got sugarlight crystal. I don't have a lot. I've got at least one or two of those. We've got high energy composite fuel. We'll want to store off some of that, probably. Maybe that'll go do that right after we end this episode. Got plenty of gears, got plenty of secondary upgrade modules, and we've got a decent amount of titanium housing. So we could probably get at least 2 quarries going. And those will do a couple things. They'll bring up resources for us without having to use cargo lifts. Not going to be as many resources, because it's just going to only dig through the deposit that it sees in its footprint, which I think it's a 9x9 footprint, which isn't bad. I think it's 9x9. We'll see. But yeah. Probably do that next episode, then hopefully we'll get a look and see how these missiles are gonna fare. There's 47 in that one. That was probably one of the first ones we put down. And this one's got 0. Oh. Does this hold many? 1. Missile production may need to be ramped up. We got 9 there. This guy should be getting more than 0. I'll have to look down there and see why that turntable's not why we're not getting a more even distribution between these two. This one's got a bunch, right? 47, and then this one's got 5. Okay, so these two are together, maybe? Anyway, I'll look at that between episodes. That's it for this one. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Special thanks to patrons and channel members whose contributions make this content possible, and they keep the channel alive, to be quite honest and frank. If you'd like to join the small but exclusive group that is contributing to the channel, there's links to do so in the description. I also want to thank subscribers and everybody who's been giving the videos a thumbs up. A few of you have been giving the videos a thumbs up. I appreciate it. That, I believe, is supposed to help the videos get better exposure by YouTube, so appreciate it when you remember to hit that like button if you do enjoy it. And if you're watching episode, whatever this is, 39 or 40, then I'm guessing you kind of enjoy the series, or maybe you just dropped in. But I will see you either way in the next episode.